All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have two ticker symbols to talk about briefly towards the end of this video. And we're going to look at their earnings. We're going to look at the chart. We're going to look at their potential and how they've been reacting since we've talked about them. And I want every single investor and viewer to be aware of the potential in this sector moving forward. So stay tuned till the end. So here we are. Zomedica Corp hits new highs. Offering happens, right? And here we are. So let's look at our new resistance and support. And I want to look at the highest point reached in the day. So this is the new high, $2.99. We missed $3 by 1 cent. So I want to tell every single investor that $3 is pivotal for this stock moving forward and for the bulls to continue this momentum and work their way up to newer highs. And when I say this momentum, I say from way down here, this momentum, everything together. Like if you just ignore that offering, all this upward direction, right? And bull run. So let's go ahead and see here what's going on with our support and the 50-day moving average right now. So 50-day moving average is 257. It's at 264. It gets crossed. We have our support, and this will end up in bearish territory, and breaking through the first support level in bearish territory would signify that the bears are starting to gain more control. So 251 gets broken through. This could be on its way down to newer lows and new support levels. And I would advise every single investor, and this is optional, to look at how it's reacting at 241 as the next support level and see if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. Now, on the other hand, we have our resistance, and that's 274. If 274 gets broken through, the bulls can be on their way up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average. Now, I want every single investor to be aware that 274 does need to be broken through by the bulls to continue this momentum. I want every single investor to be aware of that. They need to break through this point to continue this momentum and work their way up to newer highs, and then get closer to 299, which I would round up to $3, as I always do, and that's completely optional. But $3 definitely needs to be broken through. But before getting there, 274, the bulls need to turn into a support so they can pull away from it, reaching newer highs. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end, because the ticker symbols I'm about to discuss, you definitely want to look at their charts, and you definitely want to know about them if you have not heard about them before, or if you've been overlooking them, because the potential in this sector is pretty big. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is one that we've talked about in the last coming weeks, and it's already getting closer to analysis ratings price target on the low end. It still has room for the higher end part of it, but let's talk more about it. It's Zynga Inc. ZNGA. Let's go ahead and pull it up. ZNGA. And here we are. Zynga had a consolidation. I was paying close attention to it. We wanted to see if it pulled back a little bit and meet back to these numbers, or was it the point where it was going to take off from there? Well, as soon as we talked about it, I went ahead, reiterated it here at $10, and then we took off to 11 and some change, and then it fell back down to $9. Now, I talked about it here one more time to let every single investor know that this might be an opportunity, or, you know what, break even and get out. But the opportunity in Zynga is that this is a long-term potential play, right? I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any of these stocks, but this sector overall is growing, okay? Zynga is growing. Glu Mobile is another one that I talked about weeks ago, and also Skills, right? Which we're going to look at Glu Mobile in just a second. It was the first one that was on here. But I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that the ticker symbol for today that you want to add to your watch list, if you're coming across this for the first time, or you overlooked it, or you kind of were putting it aside, this is the one you want to definitely have on your watch list moving forward. But right now, what I want to talk about is on the high-end spectrum of analysis ratings, this one was rated up to $14 in the next 6 months to a year. Now, the low end was $11. We're currently sitting close to $12. So there's a little bit of volatility here. I'd watch this to see if it consolidates like we saw here, obviously with the ups and downs, but some sideways movement, holding itself up above $11. But if it breaks below $11, I highly suggest doing research and seeing what's pulling it back. And if it's nothing like serious that's going to compromise the structure of this business, I mean, that could be an opportunity, because anything below $11 is the low end spectrum of analysis ratings, and anything above that is getting closer to the high end, which is 14. Anything above 14, I definitely go ahead and step back and just watch the chart, because there hasn't been any upgrades or reiterations of any analysis ratings on this one yet. But we're sitting right now at $12. I wanted to talk about it, and I wanted to make more investors aware of it. Now, back to Glu Mobile. Now, Glu Mobile, there was a lot of speculation and hype on the fact that there was an opportunity for this to merge with Tencent, so forth. And if it doesn't, the structure of this company and the potential is there, and especially their market cap, on how small they are and how much room they have to grow and take some of the market share in the sector of mobile gaming, right? So we talked about it back around the middle of January, almost the end of it. We talked about it when it was like at $9, almost $8. And I said, we need to watch this, look for consolidation, and look for an opportunity, because it has ran up from these lows of $6 the last coming months. And leading into this month, it kind of spiked up and it was pulling backwards. And here we are. After everything, and earnings was beat by a slight bit, it made a big difference in this stock. It went from $9 and some change all the way up to highs of $13.50, and here we are at $12.58. So one of the biggest things I would tell every single investor is watch this carefully as it continues to consolidate, or if it pulls back a tad bit, maybe down to the $11 mark or somewhere around there, and see if it consolidates there at a newer high. It will look pretty healthy, because then this could consolidate towards the next catalyst and the next run. But Glu Mobile has a lot of potential. I mean, the chart is showing it, and I highly suggest doing more research on these, because the mobile gaming sector is exploding like more than ever, and skills is another one, and betting is getting incorporated into these games, which is making things a little bit more intense, of going from just an arcade experience to getting more competitive, and also bringing the casino to your phone. And that's another thing that these mobile gaming companies and devices are going to be able to implement into people's lives, and it's taking away some of the market share from these casinos and these different extracurricular activities that people would go do. And a lot of people are doing it now from the comfort of their home, in their car, on the way somewhere, while they're walking. I mean, just think about it. You don't have to go out of your comfort zone anymore to go play these games, and you can win or you can lose in those games on your phone. So it's really impressive and interesting, and the betting is going to be a big thing that people like. It gets competitive, and you can play different types of games like pool, bowling, tennis, table tennis, all that stuff, and it's getting incorporated into these games. I mean, definitely do some research. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not here to tell you guys buy, sell, or hold any position on these stocks. I'm just here to enlighten everyone on opportunities that the market is showing based off of revenue, based off of the market cap, the value of the company, and articles and analysis ratings that I find. You guys have to do your due diligence and research to find and dig a little deeper to then make your own rational decisions. But we're all here to learn and grow together. I hope that you guys are learning from these and finding them helpful and useful. And let's make some money.